a day before yesterday and the National Democratic Congress for a central for in Shemu Owura Same Jamfi ekasa ya no o kire say Brigadier Opoku, yes, General Opoku ono no Ashanti region and NPP4 and na kabo mo pese omu create problem during the election our Ashanti region. Senior Beya NPP betimi win massively in Ashanti region. Yebe kon ya kwa kotie that audio no aba na mo amusu mu hwe TV no mo benya akonya no mahwesa sa video ni bi search pa na sameja fika asem no na no sa danchan ya obetimi akọ Facebook catch us on Kessben TV so far phone no go for search o search for Kessben TV program no be yaba na watch the video no wi na wa kire wadwene ho ye beto ye bo ase ne akenka dia mawo NDC calls on Ghana Armed Forces to probe Brigadier General Opoku etiyanko ne enkotie ekwan a Owura Same Jamfi fa so okan.
The General Officer Commanding of the Central Command of the Ghana Armed Forces, and is the subject matter of today's press conference. Per our intel, this man is the master brain of the NPP's evil election rigging plot. Now, as I said, I want to repeat for emphasis, the name of this man must ring a bell to Ghanaians, as he is a person who masterminded the mayhem and brutality inflicted on innocent Ghanaians during the infamous Ayawaso West Wuogon by-elections held on the 31st of January 2019. As Director of Operations at the National Security Secretariat, Colonel Michael Kwejo Opoku, as he then was, commandeered and unleashed MPP thugs, including Double, to attack innocent civilians. Friends from the media, you will recall that many Ghanaians were shot, brutalized, and maimed. Not even the sitting member of parliament, Eningo Pram Honorable Sam Nati George, was spared by the MPP hoodlums, acting under the guise of national security. Appearing before the Army Short Commission after the incident, Colonel Michael Opoku, as he was then known, admitted that the masked MPP bandits who attacked and maimed innocent civilians did so under his express instructions. So I'm not the one making up anything. He himself, when he appeared before the Army Short Commission, testifying under oath, he accepted responsibility for the mayhem and the unprovoked brutalities that were meted out by the NPP hoodlums clothed in national security apparels on innocent civilians. And if you have forgotten, let's refresh our memory. Can we see the graphic.ga.com story on the said confession by the man we are talking about today, Brigadier General Opoku? Can we see the second image? No, the second image. Now, I want the top to show. What I need is the headline of the story.
9 FM.
Good.
Kessben,
So, this is a story published by Graphic Online by Seth J. Bokpe. The date is February 26, 2019. The headline is Ayawaso Commission, I take responsibility. Colonel Michael Opoku. If you read the story, you will see that DSP Azugu was working under the express instructions of this man, and he himself accepted responsibility for those atrocities under oath. Now, it is instructive to note that the Short Commission placed ultimate liability on the military officer who is the subject of this press conference. The commission recommended that he be reprimanded for, quotes, being ultimately responsible for the outcome of the SWAT operation at the Labaoleshi School polling station, unquote. So, apart from his own confession, after the investigations by the Short Commission, they found that this man was ultimately responsible. And if we can see the extract from the Short Commission report, specifically paragraph 3.4 and 3.5. So this is an extract from the Elmi Short Commission report on the Ayawaso West Wogon by-election mayhem. And if you read paragraph 3.4, this is what the commission had to say. This is not the NDC talking. This is not Sami Jenfi talking. This is the Elmi Short Commission constituted by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo himself. I quote, "The commission recommends the reprimand of Colonel Michael Opoku," at the time he was a colonel, "for being ultimately responsible for the outcome of the SWAT operation at the Labaoleshi School polling station. His liability is further reinforced by his failure to properly define the mission for which the SWAT team was sent and ensuring that the SWAT team complied with the defined mission. Further, he failed to conduct an internal inquiry into identifying the culprits of the offense when revelations became rife that there were operational lapses resulting in violations of human rights." If you go on to paragraph 3.5.
Na waka bibidi afa General Opoku ho na ensem obo no tofa ni na no ekire se owura General Opoku se tiefo bekaya ayawaso wogon and say Labaoleshi by election course 2019 papa we na NPP for contracting na say omuyusu no brutalizing kofo ewo ho na sa papa no na NPP for person omo say yusu no biem na Ashanti region omo di creative problem ewo election na owura sameja fide kasa mu no de okaka ho bi ni say o say papa no omo person omo yusu no omo ye ballot stuffing, swapping of ballot boxes, swapping of pink sheets, and among others. Na ene yi ukan the Anchor newspaper wama more details. The Anchor newspaper so kire say say National Democratic Congress for a petition and penifo bebrebe was said the party no a petition the Chief of Defense Staff and an Inspector General of Police say omosha assemblum na omonfa omon penipom basibre the tosu biem so omo kire say the National Democratic Congress a petition the various foreign missions, Ghana's development partners, and Otumfo say to the second, His Royal Highness Otumfo say to the second, and so Oma petition and order Sane etie. Okay, now Oko NPP Suswa, the national organizer Edema New Patriotic Party, Ura Henry Kwab Nana Boache, Dodona to Efreno and Nana B, and so I the counter press conference HSA a NDC form mom rather and the persecrating mayhem our Ashanti region yenko ni yenko nkoti ura and Nana B ono so senior osisi kan asem FI.
Permit me to say this, that the statement is the allegations made by the National Communication Officer and the NDC are entirely baseless, devoid of any iota of credible evidence, and represent yet another desperate attempt by the NDC to raise tension and distract the people of Ghana from their own misdeeds. You level against a reputable army officer baseless allegations. You do not provide any, not even a single evidence, and yet you want us to take you serious. I have said that nobody can rig these elections. Look, we will vote at the polling station. We will count at the polling station. Collation will be done. The new patriotic party shall emerge victorious. His Excellency the Vice President will be the next president. Nobody can foment any sort of trouble, whatever form, whatever shape.
Kessben 90.
I dare, if you don't try, nobody. We will vote in peace. We will cast our ballot in peace. Ghana will be united. Ghana will not fall. And I'm telling you, the new patriotic party shall emerge victorious. Indeed, the NDC's communications officer in the NDC failed to substantiate their claim with facts or evidence, demonstrating that this is nothing more than a fabrication designed to divert attention from NDC's own wicked machinations to destabilize the Ashanti region, all because it is a stronghold of the NPP. Ladies and gentlemen, the NDC's desperation is palpable. Their press conference is part of a broader strategy to create unnecessary tension, fear, and panic in the Ashanti region by manufacturing an atmosphere of insecurity. Unfortunately, in doing so, the NDC has stopped to tarnishing the hard-earned reputation of Brigadier General Opoku and the Central Command of the Ghana Armed Forces. Such baseless attacks on the integrity.
All right, where Henry Nana Boache and Amati say, ordinary dear Konoso Aka, Amiatia say, NDC for press conference on me, ne a baseless because Omontimian far evidence back okra ama, and no matter me say, on person almost say the high hard fought reputation of General Opokuna, Yankwa Homano so Tiawa, near a new patriotic party, omo youth organizer, or Ashanti region, entry and Komo, Ran Raphael Safo Patrick, entry and Komo, a Raf Memoakwaba. Now quickly tell us, a dientina, ma contracted a General Opoku say on creating mayhem, and that's on swap ballot boxes, our Ashanti region during the election.
Ziga, the kai, mini at Mamemfa and Chiama were tearful. Na mena wasi wakwanya na no podi amame enrechi ena Samijan finish share sa atro akuhwi no ase this year 2025 about to aka almost 21 days na ato aba na as part of the elections the NDC intelligence reports awo aya nyina kire say afia bato no NDC for person de basa ye ba Ashanti region say ya edi ehu ebetu nipa etia santimamu any nipa ekoto aba wa santimamu na omuntimi mpie nto aba to the NDC sa santimai antimi anto aba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ntimi win election and I think this is known to everybody so acquire NDC plans no omo hye yimu no omuntimi ma santimai ento aba ne say omudi dedeye omudi violence omudi ohaw omudi ehu ebeto enipa etia santimamu so na nipa no ntimi mpie nkoto aba na obakaya soja for mpanifo di kan a press conference the question e di amagana fo nyina omo pese omo tu sa na mo no no omo di violence eni ntokwa ba afia bato omo se wa obetu sa na mo no omo ma ho akire obakaya sa press statement no soja for mpanifo organa adi atuja e di sa kokobo no e di amagana fo mpese omo di ntokwa violence eba sa abatu emu minuanem obekaya the NPP Ashanti regional chairman Bernard Entwibo si akwa di kaya kanida say wa Ashanti mem owura bi e friend Nathan Kofi Boachi soja ni panyini a na
oye police ni Mr.
Oh me pa fa me police ni panyini a na oye former Ashanti Regional Police Commander a oni John Mahama ne hwibom NDC no no mo hwibom chema untumi edi kan candidate say violence action during election day NDC person mo ye no asantima mu nyina la no Kofi Boachi ne da no enti yen yeti asantima mu ha no ya boa ye ho asia hu say John Mahama ne NDC for person mo dey your violence ba asantima mu na ewiase no udi bone na Nyankopon wache wo na nipa so hu to na ede ne Sami Jamfi be ka se yen stronghold any asantima yen nipa wa asantima 80% to abama yen na yen sadi dede ba asantima to ogidi se asem o kan kuranya nsabe ne wom ziga eye NDC for bone on bezo mu di na asantima achema untumi edi ka teto dada ama nra the national organizer of the New Patriotic Party Nana Boachi I review intelligence I wo a meeting I course wo Boachi NDC for recruit to tax ememo mo betra bobo a mo kire mo bone ekwan o meba so o meba santimam na be ma nipa ti asantimam nto aba na o mo fie ne se Sami Jamfi ni John Mahama o mo fie ene se soja fo mpanifo adika abo o mo kokose wa betu sa na mo no unuru fie enu nti ena soja ni panyina o the Central Command ora Maakye a obo na djuma wa ma asumdua ba santimam galamsen sensem wa ekoso wode ne na yasi former ma santimam ene Central Command ha dudin no omo gidi se sa papa no wa santimam o Central Command omo violent actions no omo ntimi ntu ho anamo enu nti ena Sami Jamfi I use almost 2-3 hours na odi soja ni a won to aba soja ni a won hwa aba to so soja ni a won ko campaign soja ni a ono otini ba bia ono man ho ban no obo no odini asi campaign platforms no ogu nanim and I think say soja for ni police for e wo Ghana ha menya sure say this threat of threat ya Sami Jamfi akwada aketwa we e dey ma soja panyini ti so ura Maakye brigadier Maakye no eno na bobo ni wo bakaya in 2020 elections and campaign the same Sami Jamfi akwala we kwada aketwa we ejina campaign platforms
Raf Mr. Aya yenyi sade no for politics dey enim sade no please wo de kan wasem se
diga no so nkyerɛ sɛ me emu mpanifo
me ba to boase wo de kan wasem se bia Sami Jamfi address him as a Mr. Sami Jamfi and a lawyer Sami Jamfi but so koso ya kora ne sa no mane de
every time bia ensem ni bi koso na yenyina ye din sa ne yamwa the same Sami Jamfi in the year 2020 campaign okay the famous statement say police for soldier for prison officers yafa omo aduma for 7 good years under the MPP say NDC ewini a obeyi omo nyina di the police officers will be contaminous the term of office of security officers will be contaminous with the office of Danado Danko Akufo-Addo and the MPP sa ababuni ye na threatening security officers in 2020 ono sa subaina na wonder na di but I want to make this appeal to the NDC. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is campaigning. The MPP is campaigning. No single individual, Ziga, ni particular ba akufo bia ni wa obetimi awon election ama political party. Ubakaya in the year 2000, Ghana for decided so mo to abama John Ajekum Kofo. Ora gbagboro lati. Na o ye security expert o Ghana ha. O mo ntimi ansia no kwan. In the year 2016, gbagboro lati ni totobi kwa achi no mo te ase. And so Ghana for decided so mo to abetia John Mahama no. Company for baako fompo entimi ansiano. They should focus on the campaign because yen MPP say the enra Henry Nana Boachi ejina simpie so eda ye nyuma die. We are winning the 2024 election not because of one single soldier bi. Any security officer bi na be winning election ama MPP ni Dr. Bawumia. Ye nyuma na be di en ho dance ye. Ye ba bawa 7-8 years ni. Yen policies and programs are implementing with Ghana. Any fast one instance so enya na busia ma any nipa nyina so eno na Ghana for compare Dr. Bawumia any the former incompetent visionless former president John Mahama ni ato abama Dr. Bawumia amwa continue the administration of this country but we see this allegation press conference Ziga me mu adwuma bi akabot na otwe me ensa ni ato aba Sami Jamfi press conference ye beto aba be wie no aye press conference bo be wo ha because every day they will cook stories every day they will cook a different story. No matter catch the media just to threaten people. Sometimes to create fear. Now in somewhere anyhow, abattoir Ghana abattoir. The year who no say a election day polling station. Okoto utimema unko for okoto abani a kaima no tomawa. And I wouldn't kunim. The annual obedience simply to kayin. Yababo sam na bi abaso. Ewa kukodra obe respond to those issues. Yes, asantimem. Mo boy hopo. Ekwaya mo be fa so mo mani panto aba. Ekwaya mo be swap ballon boxes. Ekwaya mo di ink. Ebegu yen boxes mo asen no. Ah yen ya chemo no. Ene mo sai twa mo ho abe yegu so. Na de na mo kase. Okay.
Rafian Shadiu. Mame sha sem fa free ana me busa sa question am famra say. Owura chema wuntumi. E sha say ka say. Nathan Kofi Boachi recruit two bad boys to create mayhem. Mo so asa kan sisi ase. Oh, omo fa kon bi so person be ye ballot swapping ne ballot staffing and all that. Same jamfi de no ye ne nana bi say same jamfi ni evidence bia understood. Na mo evidence wa hnefa and the kire say NDC for so plan sade no.
Utie nana bi press statement or kai any press engagement or ye no. O make reference to 21st September meeting here course war Obuasi. And that is an evidence. Some person will confirm one. Mumi enko Obuasi hotel no. Na enko take entries nipa ba house adano meetings a course war. There are CCTV cameras ye wa show evidence of the meeting that went on.
Okay. So the CCTV cameras no my intercepted. And I'm my hotel CCTV cameras na the amamo.
Ziga, me say, enuntina na bi an kind of said yes. Sami jamfi be gina montra o kasa no. Wa ama any
mebawo Rafi. Me say me pese me hunu say meeting do obi betimi akwa meeting because you want election campaign. And the electionary campaign akakra na yakoto about the party bia ye busy. Obi ye meetings strategizing ne ade. Eto betimi akwa hotel wa akwa meeting. But we say yen kwhwe CCTV cameras ye betinya wo CCTV camera no cameras na be hunu say bia omo ye meeting but as to what the agenda of that meeting no and person me hunu say NPP for mo evidence and I say my intercepted video ni bi video no mo te say omo ka ebo sa apo no and I say mo hunu say NDC for bi te we meeting and ma conclude say omo create person omo create mayhem.
Ziga NPP as a political party, you cook pa yemma bontine me cancel bia ye pa ye nyina so. Ta asem we ye ken. Me se chema untu me sa ase kan ye. E bo Kofi Boachi din ye ne. Na Nana Boachi am making reference to a meeting a day any a venue for that meeting or Boachi. Me nia no. Nana Boachi ntimi fa ne credibility me gina bonten kan de ope. And as an NPP, see be creative platform ke share this idea. Ye national organizer gina see now be me make allegation what boy hotel bidding me and me judi minimum investigation ultimately ye send people to the hotel take some of these evidences and making references to them na collaborate to the information we have given if we are lying and then kwada a servo sample foi
Rafi o me fro adwuma de wayi bi na tie de make no tie de make me say ye all back Kessben has here. Ye security features, ye CCTV cameras. Se e capture bibia, yet me bien ya volume. Am yet in someone na adipa no cracker. Dear make what I say. CCTV cameras are national security for EDCC akwa huni na ano. Se bibipsia, yet me e bie volume no. Am yet asam ne siya dia no obi e kana despite say e wo street him. And I will say Enkofo akwaye NDC fo akwaye meeting e hotel bi Obuasi understood yati ase mo si yenkwaye investigation e hotel ho ye be hunu se NDC fo akwaye meeting understood yati ase ana me si sa meeting no mo koye no e de na kire se no mo bopo sa na mpesa me kire as to say mo CCTV camera evidence e kire se and actuality se kire se na omo bob person we can be we can we can say no na Henry Nana Boachi gina so be ye press conference no anasa mo hunu say omo ni na abo chanku na mo hunu say oh enya nkofo no plan sa de
Ziga me kind of credit me din any manimonyam atoso. Me see, nipa kwa koshia meeting no, and some of can evidence report from some of them. Omo mukotena okoye meeting na bi kura by ho abeka kire.
Oh, eti obi free NDC mu na beka kire mu.
Me see, meeting nipa na koye na bi kura by ho abeka kire. Apart from
why na beka kire mu.
Oh, David, na say adwuma ye die say obi pre adwene ho adwembone no. Now so position we here to respond. I am ya mamu, but your meeting course so videos in CCTV reports any nipa omo tra meeting ni mu bi mpo. Omo pedjo mahama amamu ne NDC omo ankasa abayan ho abeka kire. Enti wo gidi say ensemo ye kan ye ni nyina so e na ye gigante sa. Ye stronghold. E na ye ni asa akofa soldier for say omo me say and vote. Who dey sami jamfin nsemo okay. E boni omo di ayen ache wo mo. They have been exposed. Ayen di kan ye to ho anamo no. E no ma sa dane wo mo ani. Abeyi owura Maakye opoku an innocent military officer ono. Ni dwuma die ne so obebo nipa ne ajapade ho ban. Enti okay. Yem because of what Sami Jamfi said. And na be the response ne bai. Enti yemu sa Sami Jamfi say. E kwan ben so. And a soldier ni panyin o wa santimam. Ebe ma NDC for dwuma die o mu bedie no NCP. Because omu boni ombezo omu di na santimam o ro Kofi Boakye da no. Omu giri se soldier for mpani for e wa santimam. E wa central command ha no. Empene mo mfa violence. E ma sante region. Everything no ma yi soldier for mpani for ba akopɛ na omu boni di mboni no. Nyansa e what some e kwaso mu nyina ani. Na nka ha nya mo stronghold. Soldier ni panyin no ma voter region mekan tell say voter region NDC stronghold ntino ye be say omu vote. Who na wa plan boni say wo ba
but say it shouldn't be their stronghold before they can raise any conflict against what happened.
Dia me pesa me kan say Ziga anka nipa bia di nyansa beto ho a anka wo bele mu soldier for mpani fo e wo say o ma ba voter region be say mu vote we die wo say soldier ni panyin o hwa santimam no dia mu pesa mu be na santimam no so ma mo nye e dia na wo pesa mu be Ziga, that should be the question. Only on
I say momo planet you or say momo no ne soldier ni planet say mo be ballot stuffing ballot ye fan say box swapping no my pink sheet swapping then na mo pesa mo ye etimu be use soldier ni pedu state o omo kasa mo pesa mo use soldier ni pedini no a eno chese pedini na ebe hes ama mo aye sade no na mo be tin kofo agumu a omo be ye sade no senya be ye obi complaining na soldier for na terrorizing the pano. That is what they are saying. Everything on my petition the foreign missions on my petition 247 to the second on my petition penifone the security agencies no the IGP and the chief of defense staff.
Ziga miniano ahobrasiem asemwe nyansanim ye hu ye abato hu sise ye nyina na ka abeka electoral commission staff ye okeke pink sheet swapping ballot stuffing nipa o metimi aye ni ye pa abeka electoral commission staff ene wey soldier for mo bo nipa ho ban obi bedi bone o mo che no no wo so mo mom na ekodi sa adwuma die no asemwe Ziga abusiafo etieti bi nyansa be ni nimdie be ne wom nipa o metimi aye ballot stuffing o metimi aye pink sheet swapping electoral commission adwuma ye fo wo se nya o mo na ekoye na mom soldier fo a obi twituo no obe preventing nipa from voting obi kofa ballot box no di dwane a o man o madwene fe obi a odi saa niema bone ne be ba santimam o mo man nsosidi o meche no o mo man nkofie nkoda wo ye waje so ofa ballot box a untimi nkofie nkoda wo bewu saa soldier fo ne na ublemu o di entia te saa ne fe NDC for meetings o ma ye nyina se sa santiman to aba Dr. Baumia be wini joma ama wini enti o mo sise o mo de ba santiman ne fe o mo ma santifo nto aba enu ti no mo hu se soldier fo e wo santiman mu ha ne Ghana ha no so o mo tu sa na mo na soldier fo ne mpene enti ene ya sa dia mo mi ansa ya soldier fo no say ya ye yi soldier fo ni si nchen a ye yi o mo firi abato ni ma ye betimi de ye tax matwofo akohwefo a o mo kura aseka ne atuo a o mo peso mbe dede wa santiman mu ha no so soldier fo na anya adwuma NDC fo asosidi asem we mo mi anwene ho ye edi enti na why is Sami Jamfi not blaming and accusing the electoral commission staff? Why? It is because Omogidi say clean and free and fair elections. Ebe koso. Name say free and fair elections koso na santimai to aba. Oma lusu. Name so am pini ama santema ya nto aba na timi fa ballot box duru ba bi nipa bebre egu no ye dede wo ho cause confusing at polling stations na se nipa nto aba adwoma ama bedin kunim na emom enipa ku a betinya si ho kwan sojafo any police for and until attack the military. And I think we want to question them. Ghana military, na Ghana yenye asumdie. Enye di omo ye na menyini se soja ni bibetimi akoto to their plans and schemes. Yen even NPP for in Asante region yenye mere. We want to send that question to them. In 1979, me catch omo. Jelly John Rollins in the NDC for 3 Toba Santimam and back KJT abekunkum ya maame ne papa no. At a point in time, ya maame no the Johnson and a Pamo NDC for. Okay. And the catch them about way. In 1996, we were all tafo. Some much of where and NDC for training womo. So me dey on violence. No boy man, me kind of busia for yaw. Ya buomo mo gane ko say sinin for. That's when it was elections. The same preparation and MPPI in Asante region. And so mo gidi say soldier for no mo so and omo attack soldiers ah. Ye dey atia twa omo na yenye mre. Election Asante man beto aba. Ye be boy en vote ho ban ya boni pa beto aba ho ban. Nti sami jamfi so obi bi kan onye fra Asante man. Omo tax omo training omo so omo be say vote no. You are ready waiting for them. Now you be treat omo say moano. We would treat them like best. You be cool almost fly if they should try.
Rafia Dasi. Yeah, Dasi.
Don't move for violence. Them last sentiment. No matter to you.
Right. Okay. Rafia Dasi pa. Yeah, that was send there. Only actually come. Yeah, semu. Okay. And yen kone Captain Jabari so entering come from National Democratic Congress Akachi. Captain Yamu Akwaba na Captain. Edienti pa na mu free say. Ewura Same Jamfi only evidence na obe spa some dia she obi general sir edientra.
Oh yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Captain.
So ogun na mo here.
Nyame adomara kwa ye ho.
We want to dive straight into the issues. Me some better me check here for me check na because makers of so kasa ya check. So na foi Raf to no e de bebre de kwa e ka to tia bonti te sia no gane na ko be biate. E pe memma kasa na Raf so je say be youth organizer atono so na ere. O ye pia ban tara bekasa. I mean, let's step into important issues. Yeah, press conference. Now, Kofi so my press conference. Yeah, press conference. Yeah, no. Yeah, bon Kofi actually adi omoye, omoye. So be a fair press conference. Kwa because Kofi so good training Kofi obuase. One time boss Captain Jabari and na kwesi Yamin we na training Kofi obuase onoma. So be the two press conference no. Then a answer press conference. We catch or see a training of what it. Why may training or more? Ye body a bow, be a bow, general Poku, wouldn't book for so well. It will be all. We beat one of them say, oh, national security, our police, our CID, our defense intelligence, our NIB, and now catch or say. NPC for training conform was it? Not to boss a training more. A waste of our time and our time. No, we see a press conference. Again, sir, which means those apparatus and other institutional so. A nipa say na o training na o training conform say omu share of few we mu na say no more ye. Abi choka so NPC for training conform say and NPC for say. And this is why I say, yeah, in Thomas.
Yeah, some are meeting you hotel be on Boise. Kabito. Or some are meeting be a hotel be on Boise. More plan is a mobile creating mayhem.
And no poor boy winding. Winding or boy. Yeah, boy, you. Yeah, the track and the track at you. Some proposal one moment, almost say one member you. In the trial, so Mr. Mitchell, I say, Kessben for a meeting. In Ra, almost say anything. Number of years, and I said, as a man, American, answer me the room. What matter? But I don't say, I saw a kind of a moon, ready, instrument to my day. Mambo be a deal. What matter? Sebi, it's any training go for. na ebuka na mraswa se be ka re san koma chi na ka be bo
ba say chairman won to me the first statement or the Bible China say the oral statement no or accuse COP retired Nathan Kofi Boache
to accuse COP Nathan Kofi Boache no and ka de o ye no ke bu mra ka se ache no what matter I told you, Mumra, maybe I did almost some days or ye no, and I wouldn't so all ye no, a Mumra told me they wouldn't meet you. What about it? But my son, Mr. MPP phone, and I pay we say, Kessben FM, but your more security for more company on them.
The Pachani.
I didn't have more security on them.
I'm a boy, I'm mobile. Any a property is mobile, yeah.
Now, police for you on man.
Police.
Police for you.
I say any intimate for police. It's a say and can say a boy mobile.
Now, police who are they there to protect?
Police to protect the citizen and the properties.
Are you not a citizen of Ghana?
Yeah.
Who are you related to? Are you not a citizen of Ghana?
Yeah, we are citizen of Ghana.
What are some of us catching? A boom now. I didn't tell Kessben for better almost protect you. So it's the same thing as NDC. NDC a boom now say to protect you. Then why would they try arrest us? As somebody catch a union almost say, yeah, butter and say, Captain Jabari by tobacco. Ralph or 2 years did be Rebina Sebi. You can see Piabon to win a Piabon or by tobacco. Chamaun to win by tobacco. Wow, reduce our case over tobacco. But be aware against over to me, over to me and Sano. So depending on what him. And to say, oh, yeah, who are Santimamu. Now against over to me and Sa, and this is for new wedding. And watch him. Will be an agent of tobacco. Not a tiny baby, no charm, I can't vote to in this when you Bakurini Assembly. Because this I have Bama or better tobacco, Atomianu, Atomi and Sano. Sorry, Paco, let's say Bama or more.
I see.
So, Peter Ross said, Sana may make catch from say, Jan, people tell so, or be against her to me, Jan, Brenta. I was at the Mamu saying. So, for the new wedding. What of a quite so police station on them. And when you have Bob Biden, your chance of from this to me to me, and son, up to an account. Some of the HLM. Some of the HLM. Some of police station to me and so on them. Near me. So it is not a crime for any institution to have its own internal security to protect itself. Kessben for Yachimudada because police for horror. No must work for security my head. I better Kessben honor. But a movement into even government institutions can almost their own internal security. For Supreme Court, you have their own internal security before the police are there to support.
And the Momo Yani internal security. By during and after the election, right?
Yes, that's what we are doing.
Now, yeah, Capito Yanshadu. Na me busa rap say the evidence way. Say no waka say Maakye meet bi or Boase hotel bi. I was asking me say yes. Nipa bi betimi a omo NDC fo betimi akohia akoye meeting. But say a popa no omo bone de. Ebi ana unim the agenda. Ebi kwa no omo strategize kwan a on befa so omo campaign message no omo ye there na mutimi akizu omo say no omo plan something like that. Okay. Now let yenye the flip you know. General Pokuya mo accusing papa yi the evidence pa na NPP for NDC for wo ama hunu say ebia woni NPP for akwatena ha ye meeting e pobia ma bone makeka ballot staff the swapping of pink sheet and all this stuff. But tell us the evidence na mo meeting by actualities by na mo CCTV cameras the audio by na mo intercept the pa na kire say General Opoku ne NPP for akoba for meeting o mo ye no henefa.
Yeah, we do say. Oh, I feel now we have got details of the issue no. So we okay. General Opoku minimum pa. What was it? We also do we minimum pa. The evidence and say I also was a wagon. incident here. For assume your bone for a paper for the Texas Commission. Momot na sem na sem. Na opokuka hobi. Is that not an evidence?
Any evidence enough. I was so go listen to me. I was so there be many judge, but me a broadcaster. People are listening to us. A lot of people are listening to us. I was so God was 2019. We are talking about the current year. Say story now about. Okay.
What must I say? We are yours was going. Yeah, they are called presidency. So we protection of him. What must I say? No question presidency. Yes. The colleague will be changing, no. Will be changing the free. Central command, I say. About Central Command, will be only 5 months. Changing, no.
This year, Oh, I see.
In America. Will be Opoku through Honum, no. Who will be 5 months in office. You see one edit. Opoku buy.
Me too.
The Opoku buy, no. Now the predecessor no, actually almost 500 excavators are Sebi in Kofodia illegal money what Asante Memoir would be seen in office honum no. Some about office in less than 3 months, excavator 3 now has gone back to their owners. Somewhat Galamsey side somewhere then. Omoye Juma. What must I say? Sebi. You know, Poku or Chi. Santimama Missy up on Santimam. And I pay the boxer shorts of Secra Minim, Pala Notion.
Hey, wouldn't General Poku boxer shorts?
The boxer shorts a shannon the craminim. If you said the election, no matter what say, we are not going it like a normal election. It's the movie, no, you are joining elections, no.
It's not just say, I was so Gondiano, we didn't call the presidency, no. I feel
that when the
yes, I didn't quite Shantarage, no. Capital Radi. I was so Gondiania 1 and a 2, you didn't call presidency, no. And you didn't free presidency, no, near didn't bar Shantarage Bay, a relief will be anywhere 5 months. I know what excavators do, and no, enough evidence to show, say, Papa never election.
Any meetings are on it in 4 ye signal for you by your new Mushia or Munio would be
and penny for bear.
Oh, won't make up.
Ah, okay. I see.
Napoka hobby.
Hey. I will shower here.
You may catch on, remember the Mushia.
But at least on say I really Ghana.
Me moding. I don't know what to be doing.
Baba said Dean body and enough. What's a politics crano? Or the assumption show be. Oza and now Oza a bimo rap for the one can have but a bimu bobo. Monko for the BD. I don't want to go there, but you say a deep body there and yet say you know.
Mamma landed. No be self question. Meetings on 1 year. Once a mudia go a firm. In Kofu diploma a gra. But both are one shot, you know, constituencies are soldier 4 shots of constituencies are more corner. Thirdly, with the new Belgian Obiano, so the engine on only in the political color. What was it? Maybe what number was be so Janino. I was there during the period of NDC. I was there during the period of MPP. It is hardly that you have a conversation for me for you to know where I belong to until I left. And she said, "Be a pono bono, and you only computers, AI phone, a bonkomo, only nipa in their casa. Nipa sono, what one the political shit and channel. What am I saying? We are monitoring them. We are going one in a central region. We are aware and we have made and put in enough measures to counter them one by one.
That is a more the moment planning a Yibia Obia to want to say the Debia me can yes, sir.
You see, you put anything, Captain Metal 1. Well, to what one? Rafa, Obia and me, what one? Would me or two or can Obia to 1. 5 p.m. You be about to the show. Mama, you 2 million. But you 2. In ya can't really a solemnity. The point you see. What was it? But Obia or didn't say or better 2 or better 3 no. Only say you don't know a little time for any. The cost for police station, no one to be too clear. And then they on them. NDC Shame say, Ubi a better one. Ubi a so about Treno, and they don't talk on what them. 2 days out to 3. Maybe any what them siding.
Okay, but Matthias, Baba Muni plan be as somebody. A metro for be police stations. I said, Ralph say, much shut up past. Mo strategy now.
Negimo yen say, Ubi a better one. And Ubi a better one, I said, or no what.
O Kojra no more ebia time yebe kaya bano anase say.
Na ba ye nim say ye na ebe ya confusion on. Baba ye nim say afa. Ye ko confusion ta o hiding. Omo na say bi abu aka omo tim. No mo just omo pe instead of some omo Ghanaian be kasa on the, you know, they are thinking of how to rig the election. The ruling government say they rig opposition against Adeno.
Okay. Na capito ye ko ye da wase panaka twa fonichira ye outside this topic no euphoria no election euphoria no awareness no ne normal Ashanti reject say
because it one day see what must say that can near no that can ye putting internal mechanism to counter all of MPP's plans already when we work with.
Oh, okay. All right.
Every voter in Ashanti region has decided who they will vote for already.
Okay.
And yet 2 weeks in a best day.
Okay.
What man?
Capito. Nyami shao pa ya beda wasa pa nyanko push.
Capito rap so njai dey know ya.
Capito. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Abatwe yes ramo na NPP for accuse NDC for and NDC for so accuse NPP for abatwe sa counter accusations ne counter accusations no eya create e fa say tension e dia bagana na enra kra ya intercepted video bia customs division of the Ghana Revenue Authority. Etimia intercepted say 53 pistols. 53 pistols. If you container mua obi di free amanana dia ba eno amonsa asom. Na ye busa se sa no ma be sensu efri hefa. Yenko tie sound no mu amutie radio no. Aha Kessben 92.9 megahertz. And amu hwe TV no so manya kwan no mahwe bi. Na akuta radio go to Facebook for phone no ko Facebook. Uko Facebook search for Kessben TV. Kessben TV program ni be yaba. Ne ko hwe etuo pistols maku 53 a oyonko ayi imported dia ba Ghana. Ni nim ade a wo pese wo de sa ade ne ye. This crucial moment last election so no sa na esiye yenko ne kwankwohwe emrasisi a.
Following the notification, personnel of GRA Intelligence and Investigation Unit and the Custom Preventive Unit arrived at the scene and confirmed the 53 sidearms, the 74 magazines, and 65 live ammunition concealed in 3 different suitcases. The firearms, magazines, and the live ammunition were seized. Additionally, all other items in the container were thoroughly examined and detained for further investigations. Also, the agent and the consignee representative were also arrested and interrogated on the seized items. The suspect was subsequently transferred to the Marine and Railway Police Station Tema for further investigations. As earlier indicated, the consignment in the container were declared as vehicles and personal effect without declaring the side arms, magazines, and the live ammunition. The non-declaration and the concealment on the firearms and magazines and live ammunition amount to smuggling and concealment of weapons in contravention of Section 138 of Customs Act 2015 Act 891.
Okay, so that is that. Oshe say 53 pistols and obi akofadi free amanone ediaba na ebe create problem in this crucial moment. Now yanko ahoma no so quickly meka sembi di achro, but before that no yanko ahoma no so na mene Mr. Kwame Sadik Educhum or a security expert entwetwen komo Mr. Educhum akwaba na se baby aye dru sisi I am shishia my dodo.
Yo, mami ciao ne wati for I am shishia ewo kwan benso.
O share a political parties ni mienu nyina no obi accuse ne yanko say on pese yusu metro for obi so obi yusu brigadier general obi so obi yusu general obi so obi yesei episode creating mayhem and as a see ayete aye no kra ye nkanwie ene okwa yusu so a 53 pistols a yi asojafo ene custom division for intercept any sano mani na in this crucial moment aka 3 weeks am yakoto aba no emfa conference no nguja mudodo.
Yo, mesanso adawase na mechia wote for I'm say they are can no I think in the realms of journalism no they are all allegations. I'm say yenyanya any true fact about all those allegations that are being paraded around. And that one I may not be able to comment on that. But the Americans say generally adeba kwa say yema yeni ekohu any their ekoso in and around us. That is first and foremost. And we share historically, since 1990 Obonifreno, the third wave of democracy in Africa. And to wash abra eje eyekebam kebi amembo etumu Ghana I'm saying yamiadom yeko abatu ya we na etoso enkon and what try ya ni nyina no ebia ne ya emre ne beso a in some way ya efimu epiepie but largely no o kan nyina abomu I think say we have done well. We had the last global peace index ranking Ghana 4th in Africa and 51st in the world. As of 2021 I think we were second and then we jumped to 4th. And no Emma worried kaka say what are some of the issues? For instance, you share safety and security issues within the country. Internally, some of the issues like possession of illegal arms, issues of crime, and other related matters. All those things contributed to some of this index ranking I think from the Small Arms Commission almost about 2.3 million small arms are currently circulating within the country, and out of that you have about 1.1 million which is being possessed illegally by civilians. And now a cause for worry because how individuals go about brandishing weapons. The last time the ACA war Adabraka, we saw the use of weapon. I mean, the people were just firing indiscriminately and all of that. And see, all these things, is a cause of concern. And I say, or how be it is a share na ye issue honum. And no, and my dream no. I am say as I say, yen amanyofono or moshe. In connection with what is happening around, because if you look at what is happening within the Saharan area, especially effort towards preventing violent extremism, those violent extremism issues now, it is not an external issue. It has become intra issue in the sense that weapons are to me and clapping down on. And I say, to me, and Shannon, say BBC, and I say, Yanshania in Kofua, and I say, Mbebuna, or more memuno, ebe use the same weapons, Eddie Nyoma, Enye, especially with the advent of media, social media, people are seeing all the things that are happening, and sometimes they also have that penchant to emulate and then looking at difficulties and challenges, especially economically and then social life now. Sa ageno any suenu ni bi etumi ebemu asa yentumi anso anu ya na yekoso yekoko do some pension. And then one of the things abaye eninyasem e de amaye elections. We should say African countries eba be call elections na ye mushishin sa because of the but elections are not supposed to be the one particular issue. As I say, could do some pension. Inti yabeka say, yen share kasa muye. Na amayo some for no say omu jina simpius no omo kasa. Omunka kasa ebema omwetita for no mumbenya ade for salvation. Pona ade no dey no. Edi offense oman no ebekoko jina pension pa. Ya kasa no benyina bomu a na say yankasa ye a wo hwe de esi wo Rwanda na kasa wo. Kasa. Aha, inti all these issues na kasa obi the weapon ba ye hu say South American 2.3 million weapons circulating currently in the system. Yehu baby one ade no a na ye keka science mu na institutions are very institutions ayankasa so ya establish ama ye ho say se wu bibia na se oti bibi na se wunim say enkoye a kosa institution honom no but yankasa ya ready say imran be she ensem dia. That means we are allowing for all these issues na yakasa imran no be she o sem o kwan ben so kwan ben obeti defending on ayentokwa entokwa no. You see, so it is the petty issues that, or the pertinent issues that brings about the bigger and then that grievous issues. In just say first and foremost.
Na I Mr. Sadiq now kase see kasamuye understood. But initially now say the various political parties here omo accuse you omo ahono allegations. Okay, that's fine, understood. But ye kasa allegation ya omuye enya kasa yes ye hwe ni ye bi no omuye because obi make a wide allegation that can incite a citizen bi obi free say ono no free so obi be deprive no the civil rights so entie bia sa nipa no no so to ha no amen no ho ne sa no ma no so sa ire ntimi connect ne kasa ye hwe kasa mu ye no de amanyefo de mienu ya wo kasa mu ni very say evidence na nusu betimi a create problem.
Of course, I mean that's what I'm saying. Largely, no, and no the basis we have seen in other countries are creative problems. Look, when George Bush Jr. Made a declaration, say
Iraq.
Iraq and based on ABCD, and Iraq. And after 20 years. Were they able to see that? No, they were not. And see, what happens is that political statement is the most dangerous driver when it comes to conflict. And I'm talking about unwarranted political statements, because not all political statements that are in itself bad, but statements are it's sought to, for instance, denigrate the systems that we have, because say ye can say obi be say na ye ma ho kwan masa nipa no enye saade no na ye be make sure say yankasa ye be boy ye ho ban na ye be sisa nyoma na no na de akwan ye be fa so ye be boy ye ho ban no kra no ye mfa ntudwa na ye be say ya. What happens is that because it's a fierce competition, you know, it is also based on a lot of factors, you know. Obi bia ono so interest wo no kwanya ono so be prepare no no meni wo ye nim kwanya nipa no be prepare no ho, and we are saying say given the situation and as given the current dispensation na ye wo mu no, and with all the issues that are happening in and around us no, some of these statements no can jeopardize the security, the peace and security of this country. If you say Ziega say we are menhwesofo me wo we are me leader na me wo ireshim bi ewo mu say but frache nano I'm say I think about 2 days ago na me a training bi wo a African Regent hotel. Na obi ne question na obi say, don't you think say winner takes all na ye practice or man mo no eno na ya na ema yekodu sa election mbre so ana ade na koye hu sa na. And I said yes, because right now the fact will be a opposition for almost 8 years, right? The person wants to come to power. Ono no feel say nyoma bi ACC paint no wanye careful ye besan so bibi sa betimi esi obi tambre no na okasa de no ho tambre na ko jam pempenso. I mean, these are issues enye far fetched. It is normal going into elections, but we are saying say given the times that we are in, look at the millions of cities that the government is spending in the northern part of this country, trying to prevent the issues of violent extremism. So is that something as a people we want to put ourselves into? And I'm saying that look, this violent extremism issues now happening. Boko Haram will not come from Nigeria into Ghana. This one statement create that fertile grounds. It creates that enabling ground for people to misbehave. And every human being has a criminal intent or criminal disposition. Given the opportunity, they will do worse things. And what worst thing they will do is dependent on what we call insecurity. We call it one, securitization, and then the act of issuing statements. So security statement that people make. You understand? When you do that, you make your people or your followers prepare themselves in an adverse way. Because apart from the adverse way, which other way do you think you want to protect yourself, or do you think you want to defend yourself? And we need to be very careful in the statements that we make in the run-up to the elections.
Now, Mr. Sadek, that's very comprehensive. I am the person who resist that in the statement here. Now, you share a security agencies, no? Sometimes it's intercepted and one be saying, no, are they not also, creating problems? Because say a whole press conference, not yet sad, no, na social media, no, it is unlike 2016, it was unlike 2012, it was unlike 2008. Say no, accurate to me as a one press conference, na echo the whole Ghana. It's almost like Obio Yusufu Bia. Ebetimi anya sade na hwe eba sanu a and drive out investors eba sanu a ematimamufo no oboye mo hyehye omo eba sanu a emankofo omo yetimamufo no omo nwane enkose o mame koba me ho adwa akopem se bia beto aba na wie because the security for no ehwo no ekyere se bia bibi betimi asigana na ka bia ka security for no yen kan hya kakra yen kan hya kakra dance ye cheche sa no ma we se no.
Well, I think every institution they have their mandate, and they have their way of communication. Minim their echo more after GRA outfit almost intercepted this weapons and what the echo more they did the press conference that I cannot say, but what generally we need to know is that as part of giving value information to people to also plan their own good life, or generally making people aware of some of the issues that are there. Communication has to be timely. Has to be timely. Yeah. And I don't speak for GRA, so I don't know what went into say our press conference. I don't know what went. That one I cannot say. But you see, my young funnel, the general atmosphere when it comes to security issues. I'm saying that Ghana again the enti mama yen so kasa no a ya amanyofo ne ka no ma ne nye te se eja e de Ghana mu me call I think I was in Yendi about 4 weeks ago, and we share the northern part of Ghana, the country, very peaceful. One or two protracted conflict, money any the level or the severity we won't say classify the whole of the northern region to be like the place is not a peaceful place. Dana adena kwakoye enye nyimpa ba ku mienu bi omo kasa omo beka no na ebe ma na aye te say Ghana eje de muama se beta frache anape a wasori kra no e bia wontumi nkonko di wudwuma ana se abato na ye kwakodo on the day of abato no eje betum ama se beta frache wontumi nkonko di wudwuma enye sanity enti na ye koso aka say you see the media no very crucial in our governance system. If you say Ziega anopei obi betie wo kase ebo a obebo na o dey make a decision. Me fa ne say o pese okoto ebia okosese sika kra no a obi ho no mo a nya obi a na obetimi akọ internet no so obetie ebia wo business news na we hu say oh anopei say me pese me koto sika anase pese me ko disa adwuma ya say na eti e wo dwaman so ene ode kokodi ne dwuma the same way ena obi wa so anopei onim senia oman no ne bambo ho nsam eti nyoma bi esisi enti edu bebi ase yemma omoso omote no mu se yesi say na ekoso enti then ebasa no anamo be na so metu amankasa kwa no me de be ahweyi eno so ewo ho enti mu no mu ye very crucial in the scheme of affairs enti se omunya akonya no so omu use mo platform no a ese say ye kakasa edi ade offense akomatoyem emmom edi ba se impo se wo grievances bi kura no a ye pese ye advance for the people to know say sana nyoma bi etim po a ye ka no ese say ye show na ye kasa no ye can in such a way at the end of the day no edi ade offense say abotoyem so ebe den edi beba na nyemmom se na ebe ya ebe kwa say we are beating war drums. That is what we are saying. So our political leaders should understand say the very people now they want to come and lead, they cannot kill them or they cannot plunge the country into a chaotic situation. And who are you going to rule? Ziega, as I speak with you this morning, according to UNHCR, about 1.2 or so million people are displaced as a result of political instability, armed conflict in and around. If you come to Africa, you have about 13 or so 13.6 or so people, million people who are equally displaced. You see, so what do we need for ourselves in the run-up to the election? That is the question.
All right. So, Mr. Sadeki, I better CP. Nana kame wo question ba kubi anam person busa ti awa yi mame. Commission on a small arms and light weapons. Sa statistics here, that was 2.3 million people. Arms na yes circulate to this country about 1.1 and enye online is illegally. Sa data we say me be kai say 2015 ton na Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Center sa program ne course ya use sa data we sa can they updating us say ebia sa be ni ya hunu say bia dodo say no system from 15 years 2015 they say 9 years ni are we still having the same data ka ho asemi
so in the excuse me so you realize that as at 2015, so I talked about as at 2014-2015, we had about 1.2 million or over. Yes, I mean about 1.2 million weapons in the system. We are the data currently is talking about 2.3 million small arms circulating in the country. It is the possession aspect of the weapons that it is placed in and around the 1.2 million. So sometimes they do kind of like they collect some of the weapons through some initiatives. And we say we call the northern part. Sometimes they have programs that they put in place. They retrieve some of those weapons. And from time to time, those details we may not have. But in order for us to give a fair idea as to what is currently happening or what has been happening, and that is why we always try to create that awareness of what is circulating in the system.
Okay.
You understand? So it could be more, or sometimes it could even be less. But on the average, we are saying that these are the exigencies of the time. And as a result of that, what we need to do is say, we need to be proactive. We need to act in a way we'll be able to clamp down on some of these things. And I think it is part of the reasons why maybe the GRA in what they did to be able to tell the Ghanaian people say this nyomo bia na ye ka no emu bi nie enti no ye ko enim no e say ye hu kwan ya be fa so a ye betumi aso sa nyoma no ano se be ya enkonkoye oyende emfama ye. So I made a statement about the UNHCR. So it is about 120 million people who are currently displaced as a result of political instability and armed conflict. And if you also look at, for instance, in the works of the Rotary Club International, it also gives a figure of about 70 million people who are currently displaced as a result of conflict, violence, persecutions, and other human rights violations and all of that. And elections also play a critical role in the run-up to or when it comes to the peace and security of this country. Okay. So we need to be very circumspect and we need to be very responsible.
All right. Thank you very much. That was Mr. Kwame Sadik Adukum, a security expert. And I'm what to say, Yanane Etche and Kwane Asoma for Mameka said we sent you see about the Christmas and che ye be Christmas a fei we and centroni now beka kokova election wa uhia phone papa na more time no aya wunya obi phone bi ti say iPhone send ye be ya ye fra wa enye gina yie kogina ha kakra mu twitwi e krake distorted why you know for more na DJ no e bia the captain of the bridge no we bia de ne sa ho na feni no de bi ni na ne se o phone nye et use iPhone na se be use iPhone dia ma me ka se bi fanchiro EKD iPhones installment for some country say and na iPhone bia o pesa o to bia from your iPhone 0 e kopem iPhone 10,000 was a bra iPhone be we asibia say X say 6 6 plus 7 plus echo 15 16 17 whatever iPhone bia upe bia no EKD iPhones installment eso waba abebedi wasam dia ma na asema dia ne say iPhone dia upe bia na use iPhone 6 ba opa iPhone 15 ba usi kanso we use iPhone 7 plus opa iPhone 13 ba usi kanso debi ko akoma to yam ko EKD iPhones installment oso ko no mo a se fa iPhone 15 no a and the price no ye be boom na 40% pe na obetua utua wi a 60% na aka ne de ye be spread e de amount na ya mouse 3 months na udiatua umpe we opede hene ye eye EKD iPhones installment nkwa na be sadi we say na me kama hunu se me ankasa personal phone enkofa hyase efrefre na hwehwe akira kwan awo American Mall eye opposite Odorice Circle hasia udru Circle ha also Petito Lane udru Tito Lane anu uram also Odorice ujina Odorice animu ha ni opposite utwa kwan animu anu ahunu se your mall bi wo ho ye fa na American Mall also hwe EKD iPhones installment and kama uram pe na iPhone bia upe bia no ye de ba ma anu atwa mu 40% pe ni aju details ni ya spread the aka de ama sa 3 months na de atua we umpe we upe de ye pese obia use iPhone eluti ne ye ne sa no phone number we sisi a 0539 985750 0539 985750 and 053 67 973 053 6787973 EKD iPhones installment mababe di asem di amaye yedamu ase papa na tie Christmas wudi ani kwa so de yare di etise bia wakon yare bia na enko a enem wasem de ma titru ni se yare bi ti se syphilis gonorrhea pressure ulcer stroke waist pains yare fatigue malaria liver and kidney problems or how to etwa na eyi semen kanchon se imboost herbal mixture ba eba be do wasem di amount obe pam sa yare ni na di free ni paduam no asipie sita no watimi di Christmas ni yie pa na imboost herbal mixture dodo na to din o police ni na aduro no anase police na aduro no eno na aba ebedi asem edi amaye na imboost herbal mixture no se na munim ne kane no na nke bi ni ba bia mebabu busui first pa na nke bi ni opti region ne bi ni wane boga tanga tamale ne importam ni na ba na yedi bi ko ho eno ko opti region ubenya bi ato ukọ wa ubenya bi ato ukọ boga tanga benya bi ato tamale ne importam ni na ubenya bi ato ena akon obankra haya o kaisi drug lane eno so ubenya bi ato ne yedi bi adu boko atubako so ubenya bi ato Calamet Pharmacy eno no low cost road ho ena abenya imboost herbal mixture dodo na fe no police na aduro no ya bone samra ne friend police na aduro ne edebia ato na oseme kancho se enu obi a wanya yare ana wo yare nko a na abetimi anu police na aduro no ana se imboost herbal mixture na emom se wotia pa ese se wo hia se obenom police na aduro no na amawo oyi asojafo na ewo ohun komo asojafo no na ama SCP asita boost immune system no na se yare bi na etwamu a wono to kwanta pai enadia obetimi abenwo na wapop di na sipie sita ope dodo atu akoton ana pe ba kopo anoma friend number we sisi a 0246 208496 0246 208496 police ni na duro no imbus herbal mixture ono ena ababedi yasem edi amaye so no se yewu ahirawa adie bia ye nhira ye obanuma dubone ne so enka woda na Bayport the whole Bayport se men control say wo di Bayport fixed deposit aba na Bayport fixed deposit no eye fixed deposit mu Ronaldo eye fixed deposit mu Messi eye fixed deposit mu ni na hene Bayport the whole no some country will say your flexible options for 3 months 6 months and a 1 year offer when your office no ABSO 2 years 3 years no wa qualify na mature na okwaji interest no hontesa your 3 months there ho your 6 months and your 1 year no wa qualify na okwaji interest no na Bayport nkwan so ne fixed deposit awoye na se mature na se wokọ akwaje interest na yetua ni na edema wo yentua bi nya bi yenya ya no mu a yetua kakra ye so wokọ echie no aba beje de aka no bi a echa so 3 months time se bra beje de aka no ebi okro mutimi ka so network no conform to de juwe na ko dabi Bayport nte sa ye betua ni na de amount na fesu Bayport fixed deposit no interest da so no eye interest abetimi de abobra. You understand? Ubetimi dia atre u business him. Ubetimi so we need business. Ko ubetimi dia establish a comfortable business, a lucrative business. Bayport the whole day who omo ababa be di asem e dia amaye. Bayport nkwa na be sa di we say. Na we nya fixed deposit no aye so. Kone kofa 50,000 fabra. Kofa 1 million fabra. Kofa 100,000 fabra and san watimi a qualify na say wotimi a fixed deposit de yente sa Bayport de wase wobetimi a shase de free 5,000 Ghana cedis titiscan 50 million etibra affordable pa etibra na pa sika bewram na ebeje e fere say interest pa na Bayport say wonti bibiase a free number we sisi a 0245 15 3282 0245 153282 and 026 300 7922 026 300 7922 Bayport the whole na muntie Sadek Herbal Center for Semen Control say enei wadidia baby do Christmas and washa da so menwe akokonam menwe ayi nantwinam menwe chivon ana ponchenam because me jadi ato me wia ebi ebedu Christmas no obi akoye bi na me wia be ma me cholesterol level na control debi eno na solve problem bia ayi for Sadek Herbal Center for say wo me de aduro bia ba ye fene Flexon 600 herbal mixture eno nunum bi na enclean wo system no ebewura wuntininim na ma entini no emu asisisi na wadwene ye on say wo be nantwinam na nasefo no be create problem dia ma no ni na jai afi waso to na why stiff kakra waso to no ma joint spasm na ba afi wo to no ma na numbness onsa no aye titriti wo trase kakra wo peja wo nan ya wona no ntimi peja afi wo trase kakra so nan no ahonhono da bi ahyehye nsuo dabi enu kwa se ebasa yare bi na ebo kokoro no enti Sadek Herbal Center for say Kofi Frimpong 600 bi to 600 herbal mixture ni bi koto na endu wasem fama fe a treat sexual weakness mo the boss was sisi anu magem no enu kwa se be ma de esa otumi ebonye na ura na ura na eftimi fro ura okay eti Sadek for enediaba no bo sa de aduro for diaba ye fa elephant herbal mixture wase obi akoko helpa na duro kese pa na fe burning sensation against the waist obi to hono a na usisi mo hyehyew afo obi hono a constipation tete no ama ne yamotim etimi kofa problem bebre at the brow enti ose bobodia ne kopa bi na we no 100% herba enti se odo hu jim na okopa elephant herba mixture no bia ebetimi adu asem e dia mawo afo ose Sadek herbal powder so wode aba na Sadek herbal powder no eno eyo koko in fact also de koko bia mo ewo mutinim mo ewo mu minim utuwa na kom nu kwase basa afa koko ne 7 pradua sa ko ja nan ya na mo ja wom afifiri woto ne sa no mani na no ebeyi Sadek herbal powder no ebeyi e de afiri ho afa elephant ointment so aba eno so no bodily pain obi a usisi ya honam ya wo chiri brabo sasabro wonan ya hohno ni na no obeyi e de afiri ho de amawo na open dodo atu open ba kwatu a ko okanshi drug lane Kobedia Enterprise Kings Walk Herbal and a Rupash Herbal your Tenatet Herbal and a Helus Herbal no ewon kraha okotema so a your George Pharmacy a Shaman Equus Pharmacy in Kokons your Hayside Pharmacy and a Kumasen your Kolinak Pharmacy Herbal and your Misty Herbal Happy Dank Herbal Freddy Men's Co Mama Becky Herbal omni na benya biato o hwe tira kwan ya your Mori Junction near the toll booth and I say ubetimi afre 0244 153511 024 4153511 and 055 799 7797 055-799-7797. AA Sadiq Herbal Center. Ena omona ebedi wasem edi amaye. Yes. Hey, all right, Bobby Bet chose now. We not say na me nam la pass one. Midima say yeah. A day. Say baby, midima fu a day. Midima fu heba for your mama kwaba.
Ejo so penikasi.
A day ne baby, midima fu. Say la pass in now.
Aye.
Also do la pass.
Yes.
Open la pass straight. Now we do ye friend say fly top.
Yeah, okay.
Overpass.
Overpass.
Oba wanuma baby ye besiu no. On say oba wanum kakra baby a omo ye overpass.
Yes. Traffic lights na show.
Good. Ye friend say new boy. Sa hono taxi rank you. Midima for na ade na si taxi rank no so kwan ya so midima for. And I say hey, midima for fuei. Oh my ade. Nyame de ba kope my yes. The credit ba kope my ade pa. Nene de na mo my doctor ho ye de.
Doctor ho ye pa. Me no kase kra watena se. Opoku ase mayira.
We ye adwuma.
We ye adwuma. Ntina.
Doctor so okongru mu na nyame de sa de ne ba no. Emre bi me na bi kase bi de kire me. Ne kre.
Oh yes.
Ne kre pa me na so okongru mu a. Okoto sa aboata mienu ko a.
Yes.
You understand? Jina ho na hwe. Bako defeat bako a bako bako akote aduaba what the can obe sorry say aduro ne ye bibi
yes
emna bi odimafo be kan asase no wa ha me kan ya no eye no kre
yes
masam na me kan ye no kre ene de na mo mai
me da se na ma me mfa nche amfa ma watiefo no ahwefo ena no pay na sade na woka no sade onyankopon etimi da enoma di e woda yeso de kire nipa da sani no sapepepe ena onam na di yeso da enua hodo ne haban hodo a sanyar wadodo na ede kire doctor time na so be dimafo e ba hospital doctor edu jamfi okuma nini ede kire no say we ena sanyar wa hodo enu nti fa sanyar wa hodo e bra na doctor nam kwan so na owura mo bokina fa so na duru ba bi no hu sa da bi asade e kura die enioma enko yie no nyame esi behwe no na onam da esumu eda enioma hodo adi de kire doctor enu achi no doctor suan de onyame de ama no ena osan so de bibiduro ade suan so sa kan ho a sese no wono ankasa asuan de hu no se nyarwa wei oba sede a meye hwehwemu woni padua no no me hu sa nyarwa wei ha no eda sei ebeko eda say metime atu ase ade ama ho eno nti ena otambia doctor tena radio ni tv so kasem odimafo ne asafo awurade nyame obo osoro no obo asase no odi nipa enso ba asase so no ka kire onipa say moni adu abana mo fa haban na mfa nsa yare no sa haban no na doctor de sa nyarwa hodoro na enyarwa hodoro nso ubetimi ate haban de asane yare a agise nipa onima haban ena otumi ate haban nipa haban kasa watie ena obetumi ate haban de ama obi ama ne ho atono na opo obi e wo wiase nyina Ghana hafa na ba bia doctor time na so okasa haban te na haban so kasa doctor so ete enu ntia no pay ba biara wo how biara woni padua no no na ma eyare ahodo atu atese enu nti ena me kan kire o se woni ba bia akosa nse wo last stop no me dimafo e ba hospital doctor time na so me na okasa watena se opoku asemayira ade ba ko no se opo bi wo wiase a ono ankasa na duru a waye de ba wiase no ono mbia doctor time na so ene nto be ba me dimafo no na doctor wo ndura hodo no nyina bi woni table so a oye adwuma kakra no hu se ebra aboi asesa me no medro no bia ono ankasa na duro ana onom enti so bi ye duro no onum bia ade na kire se ode mawa oni gidie o gidie sa ampa sa yare na onum so na onum no sade wa kire no so a no kwasem no se eda na wode a sho no kura enso na ho atumi ato epoku asem ayira kumasi abu akwa atwema ogo special consultation ho a eno ye Fridays enti wonu ma o se o ye de busy ye nya kwan ma medimafo no pacho je numbers a me beboboi me bobo numbers na oje a o special consultation a o frappe eno Friday da o chena eno nti o fra time a ye de be ma ono ne number de be ma ono sa time no pepe pero be ba no na doctor tena se cho special consultation na de o be tena se anka so obi esan me hoko ne etie no say number ne time ne de ama o enti sa time no nipa na time enti bi o 005 obi 0010 005 no be kwa 0010 no eno nti se bia wakoho ntema a na ne wo na opɛ na wakɔ hɔ ntem time a dia sha no nso na wakɔ hɔ a enipa na ɔyɛ 005 no ne time no so ɔbɛkɔ de agyawo ebi nso na wakɔ akɔtena hɔ ntem na first come first serve no ayɛ from Sunday to Thursday Fridays no nso betumi aba onko for special consultation kora betumi aba sanse a doctor for no edoso a nurse for no doso anunti obi abetumi ahwew ama no ayeye number sa aba from Dimafo Herbal Hospital no 0244 774282 tieni yepa 0244 774282 and 0245 449592 0245 449592 and 0500 727215 0500 727215 yɛte no sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a awo amonone ɛna wɔhwɛ ɛna baabi biara awɔ ɔbaa bi hia awo oni awo esan sɛ onya bɛnti no yɛtwa ne mpoa yɛka nsɛm dodoɔ na de kyerɛ ne nsɛm yɛ aya ne kyerɛ mpaakyɛw wadi da so nyina asa Bramedimafo Aba Hospital wɔhwɛ de padua no wɔ haw no baabi efiri enti a wontumi anwoba no na owie a eduro de ma no yɛ sɛ tɔɔto baako anadwo de guo no na mene na one bɛɛma no hyia mu nhyia bi mpaakyɛw bosome nso no na ɛba no dɛm so woyɛ okyinnyifo ɔbaa bi yɛ Thomas bɛɛma bi yɛ Thomas a oba Medimafo a doctor upa ɛno no bɛto nkyea doctor bɛka kyerɛ ɔbɛmu aduro mu ayuso ɛba no bɛtɔ mu a na ɔba bɛtua wo ka na for the first time Ghana bakosemu a ayaresabia bi eje ehiafoɔ ne asikafoɔ nyina bom Medimafo ne etie no sɛ obi amma Medimafo Aba Hospital amma doctor nka nkyerɛ wo sɛ kofa 1000 Ghana cedis bra yitu ansa na mahwew yi 2000 to ansa na mahwew mpacho Medimafo entesa esan se obadima de oni bie obadima obi oyare obadima wona nyarwa hodo atu atese woni paduanom eno nti doctor enye saade na ho wo se fa sika kakra bi baje oyaresa sika sei ne kita ofabra na Medimafo pe na oba pacho e lab ho etwa scan ho lab bia test ahodo bia wo se aye bia ye wo Medimafo ansa na doctor de draw the account on fiti prekope ma adresa kokonom esan se obi o kra oba ne yare no ya na empo no obi o kra o hia duro obi o ebi hia massage keke anu nti doctor hwe ni padua no wie a na afa kra posorom wo asasa wo ma massage no na wo ma massage kama na obehu se wo wie a ho atɔ ompom asisi ompom so na nyame adoma afi kona wie ya December bosome ne kona wie ya doctor ebe fasa akwanya no so obi biara oba Medimafo no obenya akyɛdeɛ ɛno nti bia wo de wo ma hoda firi sabre ya bra Medimafo esan sɛ Ghana ha nyina wiase nyina hospital baako a ne card etimigi ade ye Medimafo obi pa onyi machinye kan kyerɛ me sɛ ye wa yarsa bia bi wo ba bi a wo de ne card betumi akwakwagi aburo ne nkate a semihu ya hospital bia ne ho so betumi de ne card akwakwagi aburo ne nkate kampesa wo de akwakwagi kenke anase kokwa ya toton na oba Medimafo a ebi mu oji television ebi mu oji mobile phones ahodo ebi mu eje mo ebi mu nso eje nneoma ahodo na ebi mu kura nya aka o Medimafo eno nti ose oba so obesa oyare enye o sikanti na doctor baaye enkante sade anka o sikanti na doctor baaye anka chonka me no ka sei ka doctor ye nduro no yakwa kogu ayare sabe ahodo na mu na odikogu ho a ukoto ananka ne nsa aka ne sika nanso no de ose da bi memfa sade no mfa nsi mene so brana men sa oyare na men hwo na ko eno nti wa ha nia wo so fa bra Medimafo wo nso a fibroid enso etete wo ye diabetic patient na Medimafo na wo ba na obi a wo ye diabetic patient na anamanfo ta bisa se na me wo diabetes ametumi anom kubensu ana me pa cho ani wo betumi anom ade ba ko no se menno ma ne mmro so obi wo aka so betumi anom no na otumi anom ba miensa enan ede bom pa cho saade ne emboa wo diabetes a wo betumi anom kubensu ba ko eye okay ede ma oni padua no obi a pressure wo no so pa cho wo ba Medimafo sanso na wo stroke a chewa wano achia no doctor ma na ma akoma miensa wano no ebetene eno nti doctor aka kyerɛ o se say onyankopon no yaresafo na sare o ka kire ye na empo 2 Kings 20:7 odifo Isaiah ade haban ahodo de sa ne manfo yare wo bra na mpompo ne yare basa basa ba o mo no wonso obesa yare ama ho ato de ohia ne se obeto na mo aba medimafo esan se ho na ho ebetimi ato wo ebia wo de koko na wo so be man tena makoko ni di unipadua no wan hwe ya ese ka bi na ma bo se ni gya adum foin egya ne dum sa afei ena sa e manu a obeka wo mu enya manu ade ne na kyese wo wu an sa be ma men tena se ma wo gya num be ma bi ye adwuma bo nsa wa na be ma na adwo e wo inside wan hwe ya oba bi be bo sotoro san sa wo de na aguru wo de no edi agoro eno nti bra medimafo poko ase mayira sanso na obi wo a low sperm count no o de ba medimafo impotence bema yo akofom ewukura obisi ato na do nya adutuo brapoko ase mayira kumase yabu akwa atwoma ogo enne doctor atena setam bia baba bia doctor behwew eno nti e woso oba menstrual disorders ma bosome so a omunum painkillers no eyo how e de ma oni paduanom ena afi typhoid no so yereba na nyawa nkitinkiti bebire na ho a ne yetie no se oba medimafo a otu ase e de amao yede usini akoro na me ka kire se bema yeketo a medimafo eno ma akoma akọ onum ena ode ma wo obema na be tenten be kese na ade abọ dwuma ama wankase wo se ampa wasape wo ho ye numbers no a wo frɛ no 0244 77 4282 0244 774282 and 0245 449592. The last number no is 0500 727215 0500 727215. Emi Dimafo Herbal Hospital Poko Asama Yira Kumasi Ebuakwa Atwuma go Dr. Time ada so opanika sie ebera asepo papa
nyamishao na akoso so a ye chia doctor ana wachia ne edi amaye okay say odima fofo na motesia na twen komo na otwemu ni na mati hu say UN climate change conference e wo Baku Azerbaijan and ya na musini wo ho Kwame Apia Kubi Mr Speaker e wo ahomano se na be twen komo Kwame Akwaba
Very well. Mayenda etiefo nyina ase na yema Ghana fo nyina very good morning. Na anope we are live from Baku, Azerbaijan. Talking about a climate conference. You are seeing faces behind me, but obudim so much that TV. So, we want to just give an update on Nkoma Akoso Ewa Henina Enche the COP29 it is expected the UN Secretary General at exactly 2:30 p.m. we are Ewaha Obekasa na wa address media and we are much awaiting Antonio Guterres on also the speech and in address or the Bema Ansana the conference president and so they are also ebetimi ababeka but medemodin komo bebre about Nema Ekoso Ewo Ghana's pavilion any activities ahodoa akoso ewa ha anopay minsa aka Dr. Glenn onono general manager and the green climate just for green transition office in charge of green transition and climate in Komodia Ekoso nyina me pese me dey no komo quick one na yebisa say what has it been in the last almost 10 days of this particular conference the takeaways how have they been able to position Ghana as a country living COP29. Good morning na very well until COP29 we saw the arrivals, we saw the opening ceremonies, and finally between and then the closing ceremonies near the end you've led a lot of negotiations across other important personalities how you more engage investors and the program symposium forum we're leading in putting everything together. COP29 in Azerbaijan, how has it been for you?
so better Ghana Mayasi, Makwenya, or the Amaga, the Manina, with me, Amaga, so it's after Sumeda, Yankasa, Yedumura, Dr. Joseph Sewa Japan, so because everybody no be on one as wash and ding. One my aquinia, I net the yet me a bebunia. We are say a man self na abwa empo ye we are see woman. A son said Numa Nipa Edia Washim, Yama Braya, Ewa, and me Maria say, Musa Cryano, and me and Nasuntino. And I'm so man, we are saying now, we are seeing now, myself from UN. Yes, I in Shemia, and a day, Yawaha, Yadi baby. Na Nyomune say, we are seeing in Sakraya, to Chima. Never be brave and done a pass, and then women sending no Ghana. Yent me and stop bread and yent me and mra if we are ever now say mra as Hamatan ever. It sounds a real sacrano. I have at the foot for cry. Now, you should much say a nipper nima ye say yes, say in a basa. Maybe I am the same thing na apro na ayi from abone akowiem na amawiem sacrifice so ayebasa eni hu niam bebre na nipa niam aye ntino amaya be gu sam pempenso yi na nhyiemu butae ne se ekwan ben so ena ye nyina ye kan nyina da se wiase nyina ye betumi aya ye betumi asesa empo nya ekoso ya enim se enya dia enika da che no ebe ha adwen no ebe ni betumi aye o mai bia edinsa shim ena ye ya be shim wo ha ye dwene ho na adwendwene mu ne kubie ne se etwa se empo amai bia esan se wo mu bia wo ye emfie bia etwemu se empo omo se wo sa omo etibia se industrialization e ba se na omo ye industrials nitino almost musie bone eto wiase mo akose wiase nsakran no e quite best of mo faso aboa empo oman a omunye nusam pempen so na sa me ya sha asese so pese ye so mo e kwa so te aboa na mpo yankofa omo sa kwan na so mo ye be fa kwan a e be boa na wiem nsakran no nsaya e ba na so betimi ade ate and this community ne be na nia efu ba e bi ni say one or now say was say we sacrifice that is the developed countries no in a negotiation on the 16th no you could say you see 1.3 trillion dollars annually to make sure say at least you bet to me stay sustainable and resilient to the climate issues. And by so doing, our activities would also not be emitting, but rather be decarbonizing or rather be reducing the emission. Now, so Uncle Riet send a panel because when I just really see almost just said, like I said, I know a demo, and as we speak, that negotiation has stalled. Yentinu ni everything but and then we no say ministry almost say share no and then enti so papa betimi aba betimi akire kwa be fa so betimi abo my Ghana ne wona aka ka ho ebi sa ne group sam pepe no enti eyine
wrapping it up with you not maybe say yeah Kofi I mean a lot will be expected of us and the Just One Group Ghana as a country participants are by Edian Yanya be Kofi because in some Kofi via Sikaba agreement ahodo be banana most time. Edian Ghana as a country, you bet me and say in the last 10 days I buy you take away the Kofi.
Alright. But that's me break. No clue when say you buy send your Ghana buy Edikai Amanian in Tieno. Although what I into 3 years and in Krata to fame say the vehicle for achieving the decarbonization in Ghana or to attract green investment in Ghana is the vehicle of the private sector.
Okay.
enti aban I very clear omo no ni omo ye ne say omo make sure say at least omo member a network omo member access to some of these investors, some of these DFIs omo betimi amaye etimi make contact na ye buy no so no Ghana buy enko so aboy at least DFIs yetimi anya some negotiations be a yetimi omadi nkomo there are going to be follow-up engagement from the just one side nyamia dom at least we be able to make progress in networking in some of the DFIs, some of the technology providers, and then above all, yetimi anya suahu biswa na kane na yeni ye buy a might be more the kind kakra but Ghana yes so ye maya to so yenu a yetimi di enkrata etu ye and we are the second in the world to develop our Article 6 framework through the help of Ministry of Environment, EPA, and the Ghana carbon market. On what you have why me in Ghana so a country that a lot of countries are looking up to. As we speak, just Paul send you on your authorization last year, COP28. You buy a movie besides a now you hear a lot of presentation. We've been on a lot of panels to tell them progress made so far and the way is right. Hopefully next year we must show evidence. A year adansi die kyerɛ ne yɛ saka no yɛtumi ayɛ amna bedru sei na hu sika so ɛsɛ ɔman na ɛsɛ Ghana ɛsɛ just sponsor so no yɛnsɛ tumi ayɛ dɛ aka enti eyi ne nneɛma bi a yɛba fie no yɛni ba bɛkɔ ho ne yɛtumi ayɛ ne yie yɛtumi nya adansi pa nyame adom akɔ 30
Mami na wase I believe say Edrofia komodie no yebeto eboas yetimi ending year ana mami na wase na ye na Ghana ko nyina ase we are monitoring the UN Secretary General the final address I want the emeba na after that no yetimi edi Ghana ko nyina edi nkom Edrofia
no yebeda CP that was Kwame Apia Kubi and I'm to say UN Climate Change Conference or Baku, Azerbaijan, or the whole report at the Ebrede Sabrede, a mass confor atnasi, aye copa sasia hojo asasia, a bit me a boy ato, a maquaba.
Miniam Josu,
you have a cordier.
Yamia de Mokonamon sway,
Dumara, a mascon, and Nediana Momai.
Yo, Mamina was see, Namini Kamfa, and Chason Coin, Emo Drew, and free Imascon Estate Ghana Limited as say. Obi biada wo hwe yen ene obi bia wo tie ofidi kase so na yede encha so nkwa firi wo aba no opening kase ode adwumakoyi anu yewra hope sabra me kase woni managers Mary na fei eye na womi secretary ambassador ono so Ed Mary adwumafo ma ne mema omo nyina da omo hwe adwumadie na omo se yemfa ntomanim se ye bom aba so papa ye damase efise ebra no ebeba makache na ye no baba abedi nkomo bia no muya asutie etu animoson kon eba na mbehwe yensasen sede esitie na nshanka na mi se obi biada woni ani be kire imaskon ba bia yensasen ewo Tripoli ewo Greater Accra region hanmo no wo kwa na nani age papa fi se Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited de bia mbon sa me ba me catch se over 32 good years enie ana yaton sase e dia ma ye customers na yensase ayeton no ye make sure say e hon krata asem nyina e ye genuine ye make sure say Lands Commission for agiatum ya wono amma ye tumi krata e sane fata say yenso ye reton ensase papa yi edema amanfo no ntino de bia da ye danyankopon se over 32 years ni a ye ba ye no ye nya court case bia da over 32 years ni a ye ba ye no ye nya police station asamda over 32 years ni a ye ba ye no obi biara yetwa asase ediama no enipa no kono so ba no wade nipa foforo so aba evise eya dance die sonko ana mu edi edicha mansan abaso body sonko ana dani dania no wo modema yefisa Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited die yane yabo yadwene mu po yasi adwene pisa yemu obi amfa so de biara da ana pani kwanchefo a wada Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited edumokona no yewra hope the beyond samba me catch said why ya so kese bi elder ewa Ghana ha enu nti wonu wanim sadia baboro eka ese se usisi wunua onyankopon so obetua woka ana wo ya ade bia eno nso eye bone a etia nyame a da chia nkwa mabi no obekwa akobu waten enu nti ni moto a wode nam ene so nim se atemuda ewo ho enu nti na adwuma wo ye no
wɔn kɔtɔn asase baako ɛnfam nipa mmienu wɔn kɔtɔn asase mmienu ɛnfam nipa du bɛwi aseɛ no na wɔn yɛ atɔn asase nneɛma wɔn no na wɔn atwa mu na wɔn kɔ afei na adane etuo twɛn ɛma abɔ saa nneɛma no imaskon ɛnya deɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ saa deɛ no bi dabi ara da ɛno nti na de bi adame sɛ asogyafoɔ mpo ɛnyɛ gyidie ɛne awerɛhyɛmu ɛwɔ yɛ mu yɛ wɔn matumi atam wɔn sika ɛdi akyi ɛkɔ yɛ asase ne so ɛwɔ tropoli wɔn mo akɔ akɔtɔ bie yɛ ɛnam ne wɔ kasa yi wɔn asisɔ mpilɛs wɔn hyɛ aseɛ yɛ wɔn nso esu wɔn adan ɛwɔ ɛhɔ nom na nka yɛn nsaase a yɛtɔn no ɛnyɛ papa nka bɛyɛ dan ana obi ate yɛn ka wɔ aburokyire sɛdeɛ meka sɛ wɔn etie yɛn ni na nipa no asɛnde ne sika ɛde aba abɛtɔ asase wɔwie yɛ wɔ se ɛnokwaredi a mo di maame ɛwɔ nsase a mo tɔn de maame no mo amu sɛ ampa sɛ mo yɛ obi a mo nya atorofo efisɛ mo tɔ asase no maame no mehyɛda de to wɔ kakra ɛhwɛ saa asase no obi ɛbɛba aba abɛfa bi wobi ɛba abɛyɛ encroachment aba abɛtwa bi afa anaa na mede to wɔ no hwɛ yɛ no ɛyɛ nokora sɛ wobi antunu nan ama asase no so ɛne me ama medi ntɔkwasɛm ɛne me ama me egirigidi ɛwɔ asase no so ɛno nti saa na ɛtɛ deɛ ɛneɛ ɛdane ampɛsɛ me si ɛwɔ asase a moato ama me no mɛma mo ane mo asi ampara ne nuane ampara wɔde skaba ameyɛ si ɛdan no aka akra bi na yɛwie yɛ a yɛba bɛbɔ so menua ewiase sɛ wote hɔ nom a edimpa ɛne ade a ho hia ɛnokwaredie ɛne ade a wɔ sɛ wode yɛ wɔ adwuma ana nyamesuro nso ana wɔ sɛ wɔne di w'anim na afei nipa ho dɔ enipa ho adwempa ana wɔ sɛ ɔde yɛ adwuma saa nneɛma wei ana Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited yɛafa ato yɛ home ne soɔ yɛayɛde ɛyɛ yɛ adwuma ɛno nti na meka no masa aka sɛ over 32 good years nie yɛayɛtɔn nsase ɛde ma yɛ customers no wɔbia no wayɛtɔn nsase ɛde ama no na sɛ nipa no wakɔ na wasan aba bɛbɔ yɛ soboɔ sɛ asase a motɔn maame no ebia wɔhene bi aba abɛgya me so ebia busuani bi ana busuapani bi aba abɛgya me so ana empo ebia langade ana metwoma bi aba abɛgya me so saa nneɛma no ebi nsi da biara da etimi nea wohwɛ me na wotie me ɛwɔ fidikasie so sɛ wo Ghana ha ana empo aburokyire ana wo sɛ wo pɛ adwumakuo baako na wode ho ato ɔmo so wode wɔn ntoma abɔ ɔmo dia no na watɔ asase pa ɛde afi wɔnom ɛhɔ ɛwɔ abira wɔ bia mɛtaataa wɔ ɛwɔ abira wɔ ha bia ne akyire na wɔn nkratasɛm ɛyɛ genuine ɛyɛ papa na asase no nso ɛne da ensuom ɛne da atɛkyɛ mu ɛngo bi pa so ane mpa ngu bi pa yɛ ase yɛ wonya wɔ ha bia wɔ akyire dia ɛneɛ na ɛyɛ yɛne Imaskon Estate Ghana Limited minua mi kan ebia wo teka mu ana empo wo di dwumadie bi gye yɛ number si na de aka no yɛmfa ɛnka ho yɛ number edi kan no ɛyɛ 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 ana 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 abusia yansase no mesi ewo tropoli na tropoli amika no ewo dowenya kwan so baabi a Central University ewo no baabi a Sagleme Affordable Housing ewo no wodi free emiamie no mabotin ekọ tropoli baabi a yansase no ewo no ekwan enwa ana fe tropoli wanso ewo na New Airport City no a Kodoka International Airport fa kwaji asase ya wonum eba besi ya no wonum anebo hye sanso na Reverend Sam Kwankyankra was opani upon Manisa Apostle General na sorry dan kase ni Prayer City ya wasi ewo eye tropoli one my friends Shiloh City no ya ne wonum so anebo hye wo bedi kan aduane asase ne so ansa ne watwam akoso opani ba bia ni Shiloh City no ewo no ensuo ne nkane ade bedi dwuma nyina da no ebi ewo hanom e available ewo yensase ne so ana afa yetu abura nso ewo nkyɛn ye nsu etem ye say wuntia kapra na adam afa no kwa safa kwasi wodan de yanso obeto asase no wonya to asase wi ade aka nyina da no ene anu e wasompo no owura hope sai wonu obi otimodenfo ana wonya pesami nkumnya enu nti no asase wo se dwi na wonso fasi wodan yedi kan adu asase no so kama ade amaw ya yeyi akwa nyina ate ato entamu bibia ye kama ewo honom yesi estate ewo ho yesi police station ewo ho yesi market yesi school chese bibia da ebema ni po asetema yamere no ni nyina imas konfo yesi bi ewo ya sase a ewo topoli ya ye ton eso afenso kranom yesi eya edan kase ba ko a eno yawie ewo sprinters edisa wo pe edan ato a eno nso ye obi ewo sprinters ya ben Coca-Cola runabout no eno ntemi ne ye tie ne se bomadi abra beto bi ne nsase a ye ton one plot no enka ne nane bo na ye 30,000 cedis enso nam no kasai ya te so ediaba 20,000 Ghana cedis 20,000 Ghana cedis eno ya one plot eno no ye se di kan efa 5,000 ebeto ase wo di 5,000 cedis ebeto ase a na 15,000 aka no ye di 1 year esi wo na ya spread edi amount ni watia ni kakaka kom se 1 year ne beso no na 15,000 aka ni watia wie afensa wo per half plot nso a ye betwa edi amount eno so nkane no na eye 15,000 cedis ye adwene hunti ya teso edi aba 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
10,000 Ghana cedis eno an ye se di kan efa 5,000 ebeto ase na wo de 5,000 eto ase a na 5,000 aka no ni a spread edi amount 6 months bosomi ensia bosomi nsane endunyame atom na watua de aka no awie minia me so ya ye nnuoma je eye imas konkoada ana sa promotion we wadi agu akwam edi ma wo hya so sa bosomi ya ebei ni da toso ensia 6 December ana sa promotion we eba na wie ye ya office no e was Spinters Road Community 18 Junction Spinters Road Community 18 Junction yani alert filling station okwa so ena edim hwani mo yesan eben KFC baby amuton aduane no enti yakwai bibi bia da pesa obisa question bia pesa obisa ne yiwa no bomadi afra no besia medi etwa toy yensa so one plot size no eye 70 by 100 and half plot so eye 35 by 100 mesia soldier fompo approach fompo immigration form a doctor for nurse form bankers ni aba betobi enu nti bomadi abra ye na doubt biata ye mu mfaso de biata eno kwari trodo an ye di eye adwafi se ye nyane ye kwa sorry ye num sa daati ankoma bi atemu de ontimas conform ye se beta asase pan bi en ye dan papa ye se wie ye mu mfaso de biata e wisa ye kwa numbers no eniem eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 Imascon Estate Ghana Limited and Sase Papa and ya dan Papa if you know brother Toby.
Waduma kuma body bo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko yesu ensu ande irasio obi a woni duma odidi bo a oman wokwo na ni kosi na fro wa yuku ni chechere ne ma obi ana ni koso ni ja obrechi ni kupodu fo eja wo mu anku ni maba aguna na na wiri kwa ba akasa no makasa french obi na